Scientists have even speculated that the life-building proteins that Stanley Miller created in his lab could have arrived aboard a comet or asteroid from deep space, seeding the Earth. Or perhaps the answer lies at the bottom of the ocean, with our next great discovery.
That says hydrothermal vents.
The Pacific Ocean, 250 miles off the coast of the Galapagos Islands. In 1977, a deep-sea submarine descended over 8,000 feet. Its mission? To investigate hydrothermal activity on the ocean floor. Marine explorer Robert Ballard was aboard. He detected a dramatic change in the ocean's temperature.
You know, we were not expecting what we found. We were expecting to find water, and we had a camera inside the vehicle, but it was just taking pictures, so we didn't know what we had till we came back. And we brought it up to the surface, and we processed the film, and we knew the spot where the temperature spike was, and it was like going to Disneyland. Probably one of the biggest biological discoveries ever made on Earth was made that day.
Ballard and his team were the first to see it, face to face. Hydrothermal vents. Immense chimney-like structures, several stories high, spewing hot water geysers, black with minerals and nutrients.
Oh, what are those, Jamie?
The temperature around these deep-sea vents was a scorching 760 degrees Fahrenheit.
Whoa!
And
Is that hot?
An astonishing sight. Life, thriving without sunlight. A biological community never seen before. An exotic garden of marine life. Species without eyes. Others resembling Triassic-era fossils, over 200 million years old.
What we totally were blown away by were these giant tube worms, some of them 8, 9, 10 feet tall. And when you cut them, they bled human-like blood. I mean, when the submarine landed, there was a squish, and red blood came up around all the portholes. And that's how eerie it was. And then to find these extremely unusual creatures living in this oasis, it had no relationship to the normal life of the deep sea. And yet here they were living in this toxic water. But yet these creatures were thriving on it. And then when we dissected, I remember we took one of these clams, and we opened it up in the first place. Whew, as soon as we opened it up, it stunk.
It was full of hydrogen sulfur.
A horrible smell.
Rotten eggs.
Yeah. And we opened it up, and then we looked, and it didn't look. It looked like beef. It was red, bright red, and it didn't have an anatomy of a clam. It was like, what happened to the clam? Someone had taken over its body, and that something was a bacterium, a tiny bacterium that had figured out over eons of time how to duplicate photosynthesis in the dark chemically through a process we now call chemosynthesis. And that was the discovery, that there was another life system on Earth that did not go by the book that you and I read, that was not living off the energy of the sun, but was living off the energy of the Earth itself.
Is that
and
cool,
that
Jamie?
Really opens up the ballgame.
But what's the chicken video?
These bacterium, we now think
I just wanted to see you watching it.
mass of
All right,
living
listen to the
things
video.
on Earth.
You're doing a great job.
They're in the rocks.
In the
Everywhere
whole mountain range.
under the
If
ocean.
you added up all
But
the
when
people
it's
and all the
over,
living
you
things
can-
on land
you
and
can stop
all
the
the
video when
creatures
it's
in the
over.
ocean and the
I'm going to
things
stop the
in
video in
sky,
just a
and
second.
you got a number, so many tons.
You watch it, buddy. Sorry to interrupt you.
Tons of